Wood, glorious wood. It can be anything you want it to be.
Whoa. Wow, look at this.
Fantastic.
In this copse on the edge of the Welsh Valleys, a group of enthusiasts are competing to be named Best New Woodworker.
This is the quiet before the storm.
Let's get my game face on.
They will be tested with a big build challenge.
That's not right.
And an on-the-spot skills test.
I hate straight lines.
But
That joinery, it's incredible.
who will impress the judges?
It's fabulous.
Stuck my fingers together.
Slightly gynecological.
I'm having a moment.
Come on, I'm German. We walk on the field to win.
Woodworkers, lights, camera, action.
There's very much a terrified face going on.
Good luck, everybody.
Yeah, good luck.
I'm feeling really good for week 5. I still pinch myself a little bit. I've made it this far. I'd love to be able to stick around a little bit longer.
Yeah, I've made it to the midway point. Muscles are aching a little bit, but I suppose that's down to me just not being the youngest fella any longer.
Lovely, tidy workshop.
Not for long, yeah.
Last week was just a shambles, so I need to redeem myself.
Day 1 going into the workshop fills me with nerves, but today I'm going to bring it.
There they are. Good morning.
Morning.
Let's have a handmade Huddley horseshoe. Welcome to week 5, you gods and goddesses of the woodworking universe. And our judges sitting on high, what Herculean task have you got for the woodworkers this morning?
We are back with a big build favourite. It's Sculpture Week.
And what better place to look for inspiration than the very woods around us and the creepy crawlies that live there. We'd like you to supersize that world to create real impact.
You've got 2 days on this sculpture. Tools up, get woodworking.
Good luck.
Good luck, good luck.
I got my degree in fine art sculpture, so I feel like there's pressure.
It's a totally different aspect of woodworking for me. Let's see how it goes, eh?
Right. Back in the ring for another swing.
Sculpture Week is different. It's a chance to get up close and personal with the wood, work with the grain, create a piece of art.
This thing's going to be massive.
Sculpture is all about working on 2 scales. From far away, the form has to have impact, but up close, it has to have detail as well.
That's satisfying, isn't it?
It's embarrassing that I need to use my phone to time something by 2, but that's where we're at.
The woodworkers have pre-planned their sculptures to the judge's brief. Each one must be artistic and impactful while delivering ingenuity in the design. They can choose whether to go abstract or realistic, but must demonstrate skill and give their quality wood a high-end finish.
Right, OK, let's get cracking. It's not a perfect circle, but it's getting sanded and shaped. Yeah, happy with that. It's a good start.
Most of the woodworkers are using pre-cut material,
Not very exciting, I'm sorry.
except Caroline, who, true to form, is starting with a log.
I'm just stripping the bark off because as beautiful as it is, it's not going to be part of my final texture. I'm going to turn something that's rough and ready into something refined and perfect. This is not going to be a tiny wood carving. This is going to be a hefty angle grinder kind of job.
Hey, Caroline.
Hi, Caroline.
Hello.
We seem to have caught you straddling a log again.
It's just a bigger stick than last time.
So what are you making this week?
I am going to make a giant centipede.
Of course you are.
Using 2 Douglas fir logs, Caroline will sculpt a centipede with 13 body segments, 26 individual legs, carved head, and intricate antennae.
So how big is this going to be?
About 2.5 meters long.
Wow.
That's big.
I love creepy on a large scale.
Yeah. I want to throw everything at it. I want to go big. I want to go impressive.
You've got a lot of work to do, Caroline.
Oh, my
I think we
goodness,
should
I have.
leave you.
Thanks, Caroline.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
I love her ambition with this one, but it's enormous.
Oh my God. She's going to segment it all. She's going to attach the legs. It just sounds like an awful lot of work.
Oh,
but if she does get this right, this is going to be the best thing that she's made in the workshop.
I've got to bring my muscles today to this one.
Right, one down. 17 to go.
In order to achieve their giant-sized insects,
Put one side next to the other to make a really, really massive block of wood.
many are laminating planks of wood.
Got maple, beech, and oak.
To create blocks big enough to sculpt.
I think I might have just about had enough clamps. Think I could have fit many more on if I wanted to.
You all right? Yeah. Just blew down.
I haven't done much laminating before, but I've seen it done many times, so I have a fair idea what I'm doing.
Fresh from his second win last week, Wolfgang's flying high.
I always try and bring my A game. You know, not bringing your A game, you're going to go out, that's it, bong, knockout, pff, done. So I will laminate together lots of strips of thin plywood. This week I'm going to do something that I haven't done much so far, which is color. The actual idea is I'm going to make a big dragonfly sitting on a stalk of grass.
Wolfgang's dragonfly body will be maple turned on the lathe with 4 intricately cut wings sitting on elegant blades of grass, all painted and precisely engineered.
How will the dragonfly be attached to the blade of grass?
I will drill holes into the grass, and the 6 legs basically come out of the dragonfly thorax, the main body piece, and grip the grass stalk sort of at 6 points.
So
I have never done this before, so there's a bit of risk here. Yep.
Good luck, Wolfgang.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good luck.
See ya.
Wolfgang's sculpture requires perfect engineering because he's going to be balancing it on this blade of grass. I'm really worried that it won't support the weight.
You lead the way.
But a dragonfly, when it lands on something, it has such delicacy. If Wolfgang gets this right, his sculpture will have that dramatic impact.
Looks good.
Nice shape, huh?
It's definitely a
Let's
car.
hope it stays that shape.
Yeah.
Leo, you've got a very elegant little Harry Potter-esque scar on your forehead.
Yes. Thanks for pointing that one out, Matt.
We need a wand. Oh, there we go. What do we say?
Quidditch or something.
Oh,
Expelliarmus. Oh, no, I don't want to do that to you.
No, it's got to be Sculptoribus Woodworker of the Weekius.
So the gloop's gone well.
Oh, get in the hood.
As the woodworker's laminated pieces take shape,
So I'm just taking the bottom off because working on a round log that keeps rolling away is quite difficult.
Caroline's struggling with her log.
I just wish I had stronger wrists.
I feel like I'm going a bit insane drawing all these hexagons.
Meanwhile, with a repetitive method, Claire's a hive of activity.
I'm making a honeybee. This is the bum of the bee, so it's like going from this thing up. It's not a traditional bee. It's a contemporary modernist bee.
A sculpture graduate, Claire's on familiar ground.
I suppose I feel a wee bit confident. I think sculpture is my thing, so I just have to make sure I produce something that I'm proud of. No. Oh.
To be Queen Bee, Claire's gone abstract, prioritising form over features. Flat hexagonal wings will attach to a layered plywood body with scorched stripes.
That looks pretty dope, doesn't it?
I've got really high hopes for Claire on this one. She's our artist. This should be her week.
But there are going to be no legs, there's not going to be a face or any eyes. It has to be instantly recognisable as a bee, and I do worry that it might not be.
Can I help? Go on, you have a rest.
No, it's all right.
You don't trust me to hold it on my own. Go on, move away. Thank
Okay.
you. Claire, you're a sculptor.
I know. It would be really embarrassing if I went out for sculpture week.
I can see that would be quite pressureful.
Yeah.
What's the next stage with
So
this?
I need to. Don't worry about it. Honestly, we'll put it down. Oh. There we go.
Like a game of Jenga, this now.
Also paying homage to the humble bumble is Leo.
Yeah, there is another beat in the workshop, but the design's different. I think this week is going to be difficult because it requires quite a specific, intricate skill set. but I'm going to try my best.
For his first ever sculpture, Leo's realistic bee will have a two-toned body of larch and walnut turned on the lathe, and delicately marked wings, all suspended within a hexagonal box.
It's the Battle of the Bees, the Great British Buzz-Off.
Yeah.
How do you feel about unleashing your inner sculptor? Is it there somewhere?
I think I need to dig down deep, Tom, to try and find it somewhere, you know, like, because it's not something I would traditionally do.
Are you going legs, no legs, antenna, no
I'm
antenna?
not going for legs because I just think, you know, it wouldn't look right. Antenna, possibly, I've got contingency for that.
Antenna contingency?
Yeah, that's the name of my new band. So,
Oh, good luck, Leo.
OK,
Yeah.
I'll try my best.
So it's really exciting to see two different versions of a bee within this sculpture challenge.
This is going to be the head.
Leo, he says he hasn't got any creativity, but I don't know. I think we might see the artist in Leo come through.
Whoa! It's gone flying off. Blimey.
You're literally about to step.
Perfect. Cheers, Pom.
I'm just doing some tests because it's the first time I've actually used rainbow wax. But I'm really happy with how they're looking on here so far.
With the judges expecting a high level of artistry,
I was thinking it might make the feet and things black. That might be quite good.
detail is key.
I've just got it all in my mouth.
This is a very fiddly bit.
And as ever, Wolfgang's aiming for precision.
There's a fine balance to be struck here. I need to leave about the same width of material as there is thickness to get reasonable stability. Happy, happy, happy. All done. Oh no!
To achieve perfect symmetry, Wolfgang stuck two pieces of wood together.
That double-sided tape is definitely sticky. Very sticky. The glue is not coming off. As long as the glue stays on, I can't put any color on because it's not going to take. Oh, Wolfie, we are in trouble. You can see how flimsy this is, you know? If you put any pressure on this, it'll just snap.
Wolfgang's painstakingly prizing glue from his delicate dragonfly wings.
This is one of those cases of slowly, slowly, you know? Go too fast, you're gonna break it.
And 5 hours into sculpting creepy crawlies,
Everything hurts.
he's not the only one in pain.
Oh, I'm so tired already. No. It's an absolutely mammoth build. Right, my body's giving up.
Ready?
Oh my gosh. I've not got it.
Building their sculptures is hard graft for all the woodworkers.
We put it on the bench. I've not got it, guys. I've not got it.
And Jen has a point to prove.
Last week, I was so genuinely disappointed in what I produced that I don't want that to happen again. Yay! It's gonna be a cute caterpillar.
Jen's not playing it safe, though, with a conceptual design of a caterpillar eating a leaf, created from arches of striped laminated timber.
And are you channeling any kind of inspiration?
It's like a contemporary caterpillar.
A hipster caterpillar.
There we go.
How will you construct the caterpillar?
I'll be slicing the body into kind of circles and semicircles.
So you've got one semicircle for the whole body or several semicircles?
Several
And then how
in
do
different
they-
sizes.
So it's in 3 parts, basically.
Yes.
It's like the Swindon roundabouts. Amazing. Good luck, Jen.
Cheers.
I just love that she's gone for an abstract interpretation of a caterpillar. She's not going too literal.
The risk with that is that we don't recognise a caterpillar. So it's all about how she puts those forms together at the last minute, really.
That bit is the body. Woo.
It's going to be tricky.
Around the workshop,
Trying to get the rough shape down at the moment, and then I can start like rounding over the top and stuff.
body parts are crawling out of the woodwork.
This is the centipede's head.
I think once I add the colour, it's going to look more like a bee. Oh, Wolfgang!
What do you think?
These are so delicate.
And Wolfgang's finally ready for takeoff.
Wolfgang!
I'm way too heavy for
You
those
can
wings.
fly! Look at this guy. What kind of bee is it?
I think honey bee. What about yourself?
I'm making loads of hexagons and then I'm stacking them all up. So it's going to be a very like modernist bee.
So it couldn't be more different. You know, a bee,
more
a seagull. 3, 2, 1, go.
Leo's constructing his hexagonal frame.
So if all the 30-degree angles are absolutely plumb, it should all line up. Yeah. Oh, yes. 1, 2. Ah! Oh, man.
I've never scorched wood like this before.
Claire's abstract bee is getting stripes.
I don't want it too burnt so you don't see the laminations, because the laminations are what makes plywood so pretty.
Plywood is lots of layers glued together, so when you scorch, that glue could disperse and those edges could end up fraying.
That's the very last thing you want to see on that bee.
Once I put oil and stuff on it, it'll look nicer, I think.
I've done a tiny bit of carving before, but nothing on this scale.
For Nathaniel, another new skill.
It's going to be quite difficult, but once I've angle ground it, I'll get the sander on it and smooth it out. I really need to keep pushing and focusing on my finishing this week and getting everything done in time, so I'm not in a time rush again.
Staying local to home, Nathaniel will sculpt a Snowdon beetle from a laminated block of beech. And in a bid for realism, he plans to paint it red, blue and green.
Are you going to create that pearlescent shine on it as well?
I'm hoping to, yeah. So I've got this rainbow wax.
Wow.
And if you catch it in the light, it looks really good.
Is there anything that you're worried about with this build?
I'm a little bit worried about the carving, actually, because to try and make it look as I want it to is going to be quite difficult, but what's the worst that can happen, right?
You can get thrown out.
Wow.
Just saying.
This sculpture is all about that great big dome of the shell, isn't it? I mean, he's gone for a very kind of realistic approach, isn't he?
It's a real worry. Carving takes time and the painting will take time. So I'm really hoping that he's slow and steady with this one.
Uh-oh. I'm thinking it's not looking very beetle-shaped. I think it's too wide. Or maybe not.
While Nathaniel battles with his beetle,
That is not good. Okay, this is not coming willingly, so we're gonna have to use a bit of force.
sticky situations keep hampering Wolfgang's progress.
One way or another, I'm gonna get a bent piece of laminate.
Oh, not happy.
And Caroline's making legs.
What I'm doing is curve bending, but it's a bit of a gamble. I'm going to make little cuts that are going to go right up to the far edge, but not cut through, which means that the wood will bend like joints in a leg. But I've got to repeat this 26 times.
The feet definitely need to be the same.
Now, I don't know if you got the memo. This is not a banister challenge.
No.
14 feet!
14 little caterpillar feet. Yep.
Please excuse me. It's very unladylike, Jens. I do apologise. I've actually swallowed something around
have you?
here.
I'm sorry, there's lots of...
No, it's absolutely fine.
Pretty much finished carving the back, and I'm working on the sanding.
The woodworkers are approaching the halfway point.
I am gluing up my wings.
While some insects are close to flying, first-time turner Leo is still bonding his bee.
There's a gap. I'm going to try some black glue. It's not how good you are, it's how well you hide your mistakes.
Oh, Wolfie.
And Wolfgang's woes have put him behind.
I will definitely use all my time. You never know. This could go right or completely horribly wrong.
Plenty of glue.
While Caroline's also under pressure.
I've got to do it quickly because the glue's drying, and if the glue dries with them open, they're not going to have that curve in them, so there is peril afoot.
But the skills challenge offers hope.
I'm going to try and win the skills challenge. I need immunity.
I might need immunity because my best might not be good enough.
If I could get immunity, ayo, home run.
Oh, woodworkers. Time to creep and crawl away from your insects now, please. We have a skills challenge to attend to. Let us fly, fly, my pretties. Find your desks.
A bit of ply.
That's a big bit of ply.
Woodworkers, what we've got here is a classic mini break. A leaky tent, horizontal rain, and the loos are at least 2 miles away. Judges, what have the dear woodworkers got to do this week?
We want you to build us a house. But this is an abode fit for our canine friends. It's a doghouse.
Oh.
We'd like to see something playful, unique and imaginative. Points will be given for originality.
You've got chihuahuas, 2 hours. Tools up, get woodworking.
Right, OK, let's get cracking. I did win immunity last week. It doesn't give me the right to feel confident for this week, though, does it?
To show off their creativity skills.
I'm making a summer doghouse with a tree theme.
Top dog will be the woodworker who can turn 2 sheets of plywood into the best doghouse.
I'm making an old school telly because it was the first thing that came into my head.
I'm going to do a castle. So it's going to have like kind of 4 turrety things in the corner.
We want that kind of joy and the creativity and the imagination to come, really roaring through.
Yeah, but not only that, dogs want somewhere that's cosy. They want to snuggle down. They don't want to be open to the elements.
I have never owned a dog. My wife and I have 2 cats.
Hey, Wolfgang. Woof hall.
Yeah, woof hall. It has to be woof hall. I mean, what else are you going to call it?
Jens, describe the doghouse in 2 words. Go.
A tent. So I have a little dog, and he's tailor-made to Arlo.
Tailor-made. Sorry, I'll go. Bye-bye.
So the plan is I'm going to try some kerf bending.
Plywood is a flexible and versatile material.
Okay, well that worked.
Standing up, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that's how you do a finger joint.
Great to show off their construction skills.
Oh, man.
So, Naspaniel, tell me.
Oh dear.
This is looking very groovy, my friend. It's like a 70s motorhome.
We'll go with it, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll say that's the inspiration.
Yeah, man. Oh, there's
Okay.
something rather aggressive about that.
Yeah.
And slightly arousing.
With structures being speedily assembled,
It's really heavy.
I'm thinking about a roof on the top.
decoration could make the difference to become best in show.
I'm going to try and make like wee knobs for it because otherwise it won't look like a telly.
My hands are going to look like they're covered in blood after this.
Oh, it's so green. I've never painted anything green in my life. I hope they like it.
Have you ever seen the cartoon Will o' the Wisp? There was a television character.
Oh.
An evil Edna the Fairy.
I was going for like The Simpsons.
We could possibly get a drawbridge on. It's like a toilet seat, isn't it?
Okay, woodworkers. 10 minutes left on this canine creation. 10 minutes, Jen. 10 minutes?
Well, that's not long, is it? And I want that immunity.
I just need to make sure I've got enough time to put all this thing on.
Yeah, there's a massive amount of pressure to try and get this finished.
I think I haven't got enough time to finish it the way I'd like to.
Ah, paint spreadage.
I have no idea whether this is the right spelling or not. I've had a look around the room, and I think I'm well positioned here.
Okay, roof on. Yeah, I might be in with a chance for immunity.
Just keep going.
Uh-oh, side's just fallen off because the glue's not strong enough.
Okay, woodworkers. The skills challenge is over. Whoever wins will win that vital prize of immunity from elimination and go through to next week. Put down your rag, please, Caroline.
I need immunity, and I think that's all right. Quite pleased with that.
Do I have a chance? Yeah. What's my chance? 1 in 6.
Not a chance. No chance on immunity.
Our 6 woodworkers have faced a dog-eat-dog battle to build a perfect pooch home.
Now, woodworkers, crunch time.
With the prize of immunity for the one judged best.
No offence, Tom and Sophie. We felt we needed an extra judge. Please welcome Reezy, come on. Oh, there's a little one. Good boy, Reese. There's a good boy, look. I trained Tom and Sophie very much like this. Oh, there's Reezy. Caroline, could you please bring up your doghouse?
So trees, Caroline. Some might say you're a woman obsessed. Trees are naive, but, you know, beautifully cut out.
Yeah, you've done a brilliant job.
Oh.
He definitely likes it, doesn't he?
I'd say very happy with that doghouse.
Thank you, Reezy.
So, Jen, you've made a dog tent.
Yeah.
It's a super sweet idea, this kind of really kind of graphic tent shape.
Thank you.
And those lap joints are incredibly neat.
Good boy.
Yes.
Oh, it's a good-looking castle.
Nice entrance there.
Good kennelation.
Very good.
But you've got quite a lot of paint on here, Leo.
Slightly Hammer House of Horror inside, dripping down the walls.
Oh, good boy. Yeah, he's taken to the high life straight away.
Yeah. I think in terms of construction, the engineering and the joints, I think this really scores highly.
But we asked for a playful, imaginative doghouse. This is more on the simple side.
But, you know, great name.
In he goes.
I think I've got a buyer.
I think you might have a potential buyer.
Wow, I mean, this is a big doghouse.
Yeah.
I think what you've done here with the curve is super elegant. It has a kind of feel of a 1930s modernist villa. Oh,
He's in.
he's
Lovely.
in. Oh, yeah. Wow, super fun. You know, we wanted something about creativity and joyousness, and this definitely has it.
I love that you've added the switches and the antenna.
Proper retro feel to it.
Oh, look, he's very interested. Into your bed. Good. Oh, there's a good boy. Look, he's on the telly. Which channel do you want? Channel 4. There we go.
6 doghouses, but only one can be front of the pack for immunity.
The winner is... Claire.
Well done, Claire. I finally won an immunity challenge. I feel very chuffed with myself. It's such a weight off my shoulders. Now I'm not going. Now you're stuck with me for another week.
It's a shame I didn't win. If the giant centipede legs haven't worked, then that's going to be a bit of a nightmare in the morning.
Disappointed. I'd give it everything today. I am exhausted. I can really hear me bed calling, to be honest.
So today is a new day.
Here we go.
It's possible to become Woodworker of the Week, 3rd time. And I'm certainly going to try. I mean, come on, this is a competition.
Not very diplomatic to be like, I want to win.
But
I'd like to win. Good luck, team.
Thanks, Jen. Good luck to you too.
Am I worried? Yeah, I am a little bit, because I have seen the other builds and mine seems to be smaller.
Oops.
Do you think it should go like that? Or like that? Surely that way, right?
That looks about right, and I think I'm just gonna go for it.
At the end of today, the judges are expecting to see 6 giant creepy crawlies.
I'm on the tail now. I've just got to try and get off as much waste as possible.
The thing that's going to cause me the most headache is attaching the wings, but I will get them on one way or another. A bee needs wings.
Yeah, this is pretty much the shape that I wanted. They're like grass stalks. But there's more work to be done.
Oh,
Caroline's walked straight into a problem with her centipede legs.
it was cold and damp in the workshop last night and some of them came unstuck. So that one's a good one. That one's not a good one. I am hoping that I've got enough to get away with. Slice them and see. Suck it and see.
Oh no! I just spotted a major mistake.
Caroline's not the only one with leg precision problems.
The legs are on the wrong side. See, the wings are all going down. But the wings need to go up. Oh, Wolfie. That is 1 second of not paying proper attention. So these holes need to be filled.
I mean, it's a big mistake to drill 6 holes and then have to fill them in.
That's a huge mistake. I'm hoping that Wolfgang fills those properly so it doesn't detract from the rest of his sculpture.
Ah, it's not going to be as pretty as I was hoping.
What do you think?
I want to tell you about my childhood.
Yeah. It's a therapy session, stroking the bee. That's what it is. Anything you want to discuss, Mel? Have you been overeating or undereating?
Overeating, always.
So I'm putting on the white silk wood wax finish to get that translucent kind of wing effect.
In the Battle of the Bees, Claire's abstract wings are taking shape.
Yeah, that kind of works.
Slow, slow, slow.
While Leo
Welcome to the world of absolute beginner's pyography.
is attempting some realistic markings on his plywood wings, using a burn technique.
Oh, man. So difficult.
I'm not entirely certain those wings really go with the body of the bee.
Yeah, it was an interesting choice for him to use plywood when he's got these beautiful tonal timbers for the body.
Ugh. Must try harder. Sounds like my old school reports, this.
So all the components are made, it's just got to be stuck together and also finished, which is going to be the most time-consuming part.
With only 5 hours left.
Eyes.
Features?
Yes! Look at that clean, clean join.
And details? Are taking shape.
I'm trying to make antennae. They're the wrong way around.
Now, Nathaniel, my love, you're on the home stretch now.
Yeah,
There's a lot of decoration that needs to be done.
there is, but probably give it another like half an hour, 40 minutes of sanding.
Do you have to do all that sanding, or can you just paint?
I could just paint, but I'll do a bit more sanding, then I'll just go straight onto it.
Still talking
Well-
about the sanding.
Well,
Nathaniel.
I mean, you can see that. You can see it's not sanded properly.
It sanded beautifully.
It is sanded beautifully, but not beautifully enough.
Right, so let's see.
Wolfgang's engineering errors have prompted more changes to his dragonfly.
Now I'm going to replace all of the wooden legs with wire legs. I think it will be easier to assemble the whole thing and therefore give me more time to finish this and to put some color on, you know, we'll just see. Do as much as I can.
Eyeball insertion.
Caroline
Ah. There it is.
is also playing catch-up wrangling her centipede.
Oh, everything hurts. I've got the mental energy for it, but my body's giving up.
Caroline's a worry. She's still got a lot to do.
I've got to get some legs on.
But the elements that she has got are looking pretty good.
And that's what makes it so nerve-wracking. She has to finish it.
Oh. So knackered and everything really hurts.
I know, you're doing so well. Keep going, honestly. I need to figure out how to assemble that to that so it's strong enough.
With time running out,
Oh, yes. It's a nice snug fit, that.
they must bring their sculptures together.
Let's just flip this fella around so we can just check the tail. Oh, look at that.
That'll do. I'll get the little eyes, like there.
It needs color markings, but I need to wait for this paint to dry before I can do that.
OK, woodworkers, sorry to bug you. You've got an hour left.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
1 hour.
Time is always the issue.
Now I'm just gonna run out of time because the paint won't dry.
Tell me you're not doing any more sanding, Nathaniel.
Oh, no, don't worry.
Amazing. Go for it, go for it.
This is gonna be a messy job.
Caroline's only just fitting the 26 legs.
Get in. Can't get them all fitting right.
Is it wrong to say I really want to oil your centipede?
The oils, really bringing out the colour. The stripes are really obvious.
And the success of Leo's bee hangs in the balance.
I'm going to feed this through. Got it? Got it? Right, can you tie like a loop knot in that, please? And we'll put that there. Just let that drop.
Woohoo!
Ah, this is not good. The wings don't want to stay where they're supposed to stay.
Get in, get in. I'm going to get this done, even if it breaks me.
OK, woodworkers, 10 minutes left.
Oh.
It's not good. I'm gonna use all of my minutes to make the decoration as good as I can.
My hands are shaking, which is not what you want when you're doing fine detail painting.
I'm so glad I'm not rushing around like a mad person.
Ah! I'd prefer it to be not quite such panic staining.
OK, woodworkers, time is up. Step away from the insects. Time to put them underneath the judges' microscopes. Woo!
2 days to create 6 giant creepy crawlies.
I am genuinely chuffed with my cast filling.
Thank you.
All that's left now is judgment.
Have I done enough? Not sure. I would have loved to have put more detail on.
The walnut's good, isn't it?
Let's see what they have to say.
I don't know if it's good enough, but I couldn't do any more.
After 18 hours of sculpting, the workshop is alive with oversized creepy crawlies. It's now down to the judges to decide which are natural beauties and which are household pests. Jen's delivered a deconstructed caterpillar made from laminated semicircles of maple, beech and oak, with turned legs and playful features.
Jen,
Hi.
you are back on your A game.
What a relief.
I mean, it's weird, but it's great.
Take that.
I love how you have realised your vision. You've pulled apart a caterpillar and reassembled it really beautifully as a sculptural piece.
The legs and the antenna look incredible. You've done such a good job on those. And you've given it a beautiful finish as well.
I mean, the richness of those woods, the striping, perfect.
A really beautiful piece.
Thanks.
Well done, Jen.
Thank you.
Nathaniel aimed for a realistic-looking Snowdon beetle. He's carved the body from beech, turned antennae and feet, and finished with a colourful shell.
It's definitely got impact, it's got size.
It was a really bold choice to use the colour, and I think it does look good, but it is patchy in places, and this is the first thing that you notice.
You went for quite a realistic approach.
Yeah.
I don't think you're quite there with the shape. The beetle itself has got much more depth. You know, you've gone for quite a low, almost slightly squashed form.
What you don't know is it's been slightly squashed by a cyclist. That's why it's a little bit flat.
Immune from elimination, Sculpture graduate Claire has built up her abstract bee from plywood hexagons, adding scorched stripes and flat hexagonal wings.
Well, it's a striking bee. I mean, it definitely arrests you. But for me, this is not one of your most successful builds. I mean, the jury's out on whether it's very bee-like or not.
Totally fair enough. The execution could have been better.
Your use of scorching with the plywood doesn't give a huge contrast between the layers.
It means there's a certain blurriness, and we sort of miss that kind of really graphic quality that a bee has.
In contrast, Leo's attempted a more realistic bee, with laminated body and decorated plywood wings, suspended in a honeycomb-shaped frame.
Amazing body. That tactility is something else.
Thank you.
I think the proportions are where it lets it down. The stinger is enormous, and the head is really tiny.
We asked for a supersized creepy crawly, and I think the frame itself detracts from the bee. It's sort of, you notice that first before you see the bee.
And for me, the wings as well. There's something slightly, maybe cartoony.
Yeah, that's not what I was going for. I want it to be a representation
But
of it, to be honest.
I think you've got it in the body. It's just the other constituent parts that have been added onto it.
Caroline pushed herself to her limit, hand-carving her centipede from 2 Douglas fir logs. She's crafted 13 medallions for the body, 26 articulated legs, eyes and antennae.
Your best work yet.
Oh.
Your best work yet.
Thank
this
you.
is incredible.
There's so many thoughtful elements in this. The fact that you've articulated the antenna and then they move.
Oh,
look at that, it's incredible. The way that the legs are cut, the eyes, everything about it, I just love it.
She must be called Denise because of Denise.
When those legs are something else. I mean, you've just got that sense of it moving and scuttling.
They literally look like they're moving. Really great work.
Thank you.
You must need 7 days rest now, Caroline.
Oh, my goodness, yes. This centipede almost broke me.
Wolfgang's turned a giant dragonfly body attached to laminated blades of grass. He's intricately carved delicate wings and brought it alive with bright colour.
I think you've got that moment when a dragonfly lands on a blade of grass absolutely perfectly. I think the form of it is really good.
Yeah, I know you were going to use dowels for your legs. There was a mistake or two when drilling the holes, but actually wire was incredibly successful.
Obviously, we can see the holes on the top, and I think on the front here.
The application of the paint itself could have been done with a little bit more refinement.
Yes, you're absolutely right. That's the part that I would have liked to do a lot better.
Judging department, love a bit of Sculpture Week.
This is my favourite week. Honestly, I think they've all done so amazingly.
But whose insects deserve to be immortalised in the Natural History Museum and whose need to be sprayed with a bit of insecticide?
I think Jen's caterpillar was something else. It was a really bold move, really, wasn't it? This kind of deconstructed caterpillar. But she nailed it.
Caroline's centipede is just incredible. The way she was able to make it look like it was moving, it's just unbelievable.
So they're doing brilliantly. Anyone in the workshop that is concerning you?
Wolfgang, he wasn't able to give us the refinement and the finish that we needed.
A bit of a fall from grace for Wolfgang. I mean, he was Woodworker of the Week last week, and this time, no, he wasn't on his game, was he?
Anyone else that's concerning you?
I mean, Leo's bee had some really beautiful elements to it, but overall it lacked impact.
The composition wasn't quite there. You know, it all looked a little bit out of proportion.
It's a really tough decision we've got to make.
Whoa, rather you than me. Good luck.
After you, Leo.
Feeling a little bit down at the moment, to be honest. I'm in a real danger of going this week.
It's very hard to call this week. If I get eliminated based on this challenge, then so be it.
Woodworkers, it's been another extraordinary week. One of you went very big on ambition and went supersized on the skill. So I'm itching with delight to tell you that our Woodworker of the Week is Caroline. Well done. Claire, with that skills challenge, you get the immunity, meaning that you scamper through to next week For one person in the workshop, like their insect, it's time to fly away home. And I'm really sad to say that the woodworker who will not be joining us next week is Leo. So sad. It's been brilliant to get to know you.
I can't hide the fact I'm disappointed to be leaving the competition, but that's probably one of the best pieces of work I've ever done. And I think if there is a way to leave, then that's the way to go.
It's been such a pleasure.
Yeah,
You've
cheers,
done
thank
such
you.
an incredible job.
He's leaving on a high. I'm so proud of him. He should be proud of himself too.
Good stuff.
Thank you very much.
I scraped through by the skin of my teeth, but I'm still here.
I got Woodworker of the Week.
Yes, 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 yes.
Finally. Can we all squeeze Leo together now?
Yes, come on, move in, move in.
This has been a huge experience for me. Just getting here was such a big deal, and I've absolutely loved every minute.
Next time,
This is the quiet before the storm.
5 woodworkers make 4-poster beds.
Nothing screams honeymoon bed more than 1,000 clamps.
But whose will be a thing of dreams?
That's got quite a shape to it, hasn't it?
My hands are exhausted.
And who'll have a nightmare?
I'm very short for time. There's a lot of stuff I need to do.
Maybe I've bitten off a bit more than I can chew.
There's gaps, there's screws, there's glue. What happened?